Welcome back to the Titty Gang podcast. Today it is just me and Alexia again. Um, Holly and I originally recorded an episode on Sunday. It's now Tuesday. But we had first of all a lot of technical difficulties throughout that whole recording session, and then also afterwards to the point where the audio that we recorded was unsalvageable. So here Alexi and I are to save the day.
We're definitely gonna save the day, that's for sure. Sorry, Holly.
I mean, we're gonna try. I mean, we're already posting late because Holly's gone to bed. There's no way she's gonna edit and post this before midnight tonight. Um, so yeah.
Well,
But you know what? What makes this good though that we had to re-record because Holly and I recorded, and then I got on Twitter like a few hours later, and at the very top of my timeline is a tweet from Shane
oh
Dawson
god.
saying,
Oh,
"I didn't fuck my cat. I did not come on my cat. I didn't put my dick anywhere near my cat. I did not. I've never done anything
no.
weird with my cats." And I was like, "What the fuck? What have I missed? Why haven't I been on
He
Twitter
made
all
he
day?"
made the best copy pasta just by himself.
Yeah, without trying.
Oh
It's
god.
so good. I mean, like, I feel bad for him that he has to say that he didn't fuck his cat in the first place,
Yeah.
but that was the funniest shit.
Yeah, Twitter's in a shitstorm with JK
I don't
Rowling
even.
and her sexual like all her shit that she's saying about all the characters and Shane Dawson and his cat and just all it's just a
God.
shitstorm.
I haven't even, like, really seen JK Rowling's tweets. I just know. Did she try to say that Dumbledore is gay for Grindelwald?
Well, okay, where sorry, where this originally started was something I actually don't really know, but it's like something about JK Rowling being homophobic or something, and so to try to save her image, she kind of was just like, "Oh yeah, Dumbledore's gay." Like just saying. Doesn't
Yeah, that was a while
Yeah, that
ago,
was
though,
a
that
while
she said
ago,
that.
but she hasn't stopped. She has not stopped. So then,
Well, she probably realized how much power she has that to just make anything canon.
yeah.
So she's
So
she's just abusing it.
so she literally just said J.K. Rowling reveals Dumbledore and Grindelwald had an intense sexual relationship. And so after that, it's just a bunch of people just started memeing it so hard. Dolan Dark posted J.K. Rowling reveals Neville Longbottom was circumcised at age 29 due to a spell gone wrong.
Due to a spell gone wrong, how do you accidentally cut your foreskin off while trying to cast a fucking magic spell? Oh, I wonder if he just like looked down one day and was like, "Oh, that's where that like spell hit."
Oh my god! Someone wrote Fantastic Beasts 4 Backdoor Dumbledore.
uh what's the author of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? His name was like Newt Scamander. Newt Scamander has a whole chapter on Dumbledore because that guy's a beast in bed.
Well, apparently, according to J.K. Rowling. So yeah, Twitter's just a mess of memes and then people being mad about Shane Dawson and yeah, big mess.
Poor Shane.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It's just fucked up. He
Yeah,
had
I mean he's because now a bunch of stuff is surfacing that he's already like apologized for and
I did not
has
fuck my cat.
obviously doesn't like thinks
I did
that way
not come on
anymore.
my cat.
So I guess that whole thing like came from something he said on a podcast with somebody about coming on his cat.
Yeah, I listened to it, and
And
honestly, it was really disturbing. I'm not gonna lie.
was
It was
it?
kind of gross because, like, I think the problem is that even if it was a joke, is that the way he said it wasn't in a joking matter. Like, it wasn't like he was laughing and he was like, haha, yeah, like, wouldn't it be crazy if, like, you, like, some kid, like, did that? Like, he said it as if he, like, did it, and I think that's where the problem is. I feel like it's not like, I feel like if he had said it differently, even though it's like a fucked up joke, people would recognize that it's a joke and it wouldn't be so like, what the fuck? Why did you like? He literally made it sound like he was telling a story that like he did. And
Well, I will say, like, Shane is a pretty big fan of, like, dry humor. Like, saying something that's, you know, not serious, but in a serious tone is funny to him.
yeah,
And, yeah, like, I can see, I can understand how, you know, it can be taken the wrong way but I don't know who is taking Shane Dawson seriously. Um, yeah, I mean, it's just dry humor.
yeah,
It's not something to really run with, but out of context, I can understand
yeah,
why people were upset, I guess. But regardless, um, doesn't matter. He said he didn't come on his cat. He didn't come on his cat, I guess.
I did not fuck
He made
my
it pretty
cat.
clear he did not come. He did not fuck his cat. He didn't come on his cat. He didn't put his penis anywhere near his cat. But yeah. Anyways, other than that, what's been going on with you?
um, I'm chilling. I got a new job, so I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like 5 doors down from your old job, isn't it?
yeah.
It's like next door.
It's literally 5 doors down. Like I counted today. It's like literally five.
I mean, I can't judge because I did the same thing.
Oh yeah, with your job.
I went from the Honda dealership to like 2 dealerships down, a different dealership.
Yeah, no. Honestly, like all my coworkers are like happy for me because I wasn't really getting any hours. So
Mm-hmm.
they were like, "You go, girl. You get that money." And I was like, "Ooh." But my boss was trying to like guilt trip me into staying, and I was just like, "No, sorry."
I mean, maybe instead of guilt tripping, your boss could just put you on the schedule more.
I know. I know. I'm sure she'll never listen to this. If you're listening, sorry, but you're really annoying and stupid. Sorry. All tea,
I
all
thought you were
shade.
gonna say something. I thought you were gonna say something like, "If you're listening to this, all you had to do was give me more hours."
Well, that too, but
Yeah, I don't
yeah,
know.
she's
Um,
some. That's all I'll say about her.
I yeah, I don't know. Just work in general. My job's going pretty well. Everything's pretty relaxed, and I've just been playing like Stardew on my laptop all day,
That's
and Minecraft.
that's
Um,
literally me. At, like, well, my old job. Like, all we do. Okay, I'm spilling the tea here. I mean, they don't know where I work, so whatever. But all we do, there's no one that comes in the store like ever. It's a really like low traffic store, and we oftentimes don't really have a lot to do besides like just like general cleaning, which can be done in like less than half an hour. So
yeah.
all we do is that we sit in the back and like we just like do nothing. Like we just watch YouTube videos and like just like online shop or like do whatever. And then I remember one time, it was my like it was my second last shift with like my favorite coworker, and I brought the Switch to work. We just played Mario Party and had like a McDonald's feast, and like just got paid to do it. It was amazing.
Yeah, I know where you worked, and I've been in that franchise before, and I don't think I've ever walked into that store and there be more than one, maybe one other person there.
Yeah, it's very like you go there because you need something, so people that come in like usually know what they want, or like
Yeah,
they know like like they don't maybe they don't know the product, but like they know what they want, and so they just come in and we
yeah,
just like help them out and they just leave. Like people don't really.
yeah.
Some people come
I
in to like look around and like then they leave, which is like really annoying because it's like there's already only like two people that come in the store in total like all day, and like the one other person just comes in and leaves. Like I just want to sit in the back and keep watching like Danny Gonzalez or whatever. But yeah, my
Yeah, literally walk in, get what you want, check out, leave,
yeah,
go back to your car, just get out of
yeah.
there.
My new job is
I don't think I've ever spent more than 10 minutes in there.
yeah, honestly. I have to spend more than 10 minutes in there because I work there. But but normally I probably wouldn't spend more than like yeah, more than that. But yeah, at my new job, it's really nice. Like the it's a small business, so the owners are really nice. And my coworkers, like that I've met so far, are like pretty nice and chill, and we're all kind of like the same age. So it's a nice
Hmm.
environment to be in. It's definitely like more busy, so I won't be like as bored and like shooting myself all the time. So that's
Right.
good.
Yeah, I don't know. I noticed so every time cuz I don't usually take a lunch break. I just like order Uber Eats every day.
Jesus
Um
Christ,
I know.
girl,
And then at the end of the week I'm like, "Oh man, where's all my
girl, you
money?"
need to make food at home.
I'm working on it. I'm cleaning my house, I'm cleaning my kitchen, and we're gonna start fresh. We're gonna I'm not so much Marie Kondoing everything as much as just throwing everything away. Like I was talking about cleaning my living room, and Maria said like, yes girl, go Marie Kondo on that. Just I don't remember the saying, like keep what brings you joy, and then if it doesn't bring you joy, you say thank you and you throw it away. And I was like, I'm not gonna say thank you to a million tiny pieces of paper that my dog has ripped up and scattered everywhere.
Oh God, Maya loves doing that with the fucking paper. Like she'll find like napkins or like something that fell on the ground, and like she'll just take it, and then all of a sudden you'll start hearing like the tearing, and she's
Yeah.
just sitting there. She doesn't even want to eat it. Like she just tears it up and then like leaves. Like
No, I was literally I had been spending so much time cleaning. I was on my third bag, like trash bag, and I'm throwing things in there. I'm just as I'm going, and I'm like on my knees on the ground, like just putting things in this trash bag. And then behind me I hear paper ripping, and I turn around, and this stinky little guy, as I'm throwing things in the bag, he's just taking them out and playing with them. And I was getting so frustrated. I was ripping my hair out. Not literally, because my hair is precious to me. But this guy was making a mess right behind me as I was cleaning in front of me. And I had to put him in his crate so I could finish. He's so naughty.
yeah. Oh, dogs are funny. Oh, speaking of dogs, um, Nintendo just announced that they were making this game for the Switch, which is like, oh man,
Is it like
yeah, the
Nintendogs?
one that's like Nintendogs. I can't remember the name, but it's basically Nintendogs 2.0. That's all that matters. So I think it's called like Just
Yes.
Friends, like dogs and cats or something weird like that. But it's Nintendogs 2.0, and it looks so good.
Wait.
And I just,
Okay, well, maybe I'll buy a Switch.
girl, Yes. Like, I'm so excited. Like, I've never been so excited in my life. Like, it's such a stupid little game. But, like, I can't wait because I love Nintendogs so much. And this is literally just like, it's Nintendogs 2.0. And you can have cats too. So that makes it even better because you can have cats and dogs. It's diversity.
Yeah, I mean, like cats don't do much, so I don't know how fun that's gonna be.
Well, there are people that, like, walk their cats and stuff. Like, I feel like if I had a cat,
Oh.
I would do that.
My cats would never.
I feel like if you don't introduce it to them, like as a baby, then they would be like, "What the hell?"
No, the most because my cats are both indoor cats. The most my cat Dragon has ever gotten is I'll pick him up and walk into the backyard and let him enjoy like the breeze, the sunshine, the birds chirping, and then we go back inside.
He's like, "Nah, fuck this."
Well, he doesn't like I don't put him down. I just hold him cuz I don't trust him to come back.
Yeah.
Plus I don't want anything to happen to him. He's never been outside before.
Yeah, that's probably why I would probably like try to like walk them or something just because I would be so afraid that like they wouldn't come back or like something would happen to them, but I would still want them to like go
Yeah.
outside and like experience things, so I just like take them out for a walk.
I did just remember it was an ex-boyfriend of mine was over and we were all it was me and a few friends and him and um I walked past the window and I saw my cat outside and I was like, "What the hell? Why why is Dragon outside?" And he goes, "Oh, well, he looked like he wanted to go out. I thought I could just let him
Oh my
out." I was like,
god.
"No." He's not an outdoor cat. And I opened the door and I ran out and picked him up. And he was like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "What if you ran away?" I was distraught. So that's actually the only time Dragon's ever been outside.
Yeah, that it's like so like Maya when I'm like not home and I can't be home for a while, if she has diarrhea, like she doesn't like she half trusts my family, and so sometimes she's just really weird. So sometimes like if she like my mom or something will open the door, like for she'll just get scared for some reason and she won't go outside because she's just a weirdo. But that's not their fault, right? Or her fault. She's just a weirdo and a scaredy cat.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes like she won't come inside. So like when I'm gone, and no one's home really, oftentimes like if she has diarrhea, like she will just like go on the carpet, which sucks. But it's like not her fault because if I'm
Yeah.
gone for like 6 to 8 hours and there's no one home, then like what is she gonna
Yeah.
do? Like if she has diarrhea, like so that's whatever. But oh man, I literally lost my train of thought. Damn. I was like, where am I going? Just
I don't.
describing Maya's
I can't help you. I don't know where you were going with
just
that.
describing Maya's bowel movements when I'm gone. No, oh my god, I literally like my brain went blank. Um damn. This is the
I
Alexia
don't know, but like.
stupid hour. Oh. I think I drank some.
Alexia just goes. You're going, stupid.
Go crazy.
Go crazy. Go stupid.
I hate that. I actually hate that meme now, but like it always it makes
No.
me it makes me like not even laugh. Like you know when like you you know when you sit there and like you don't laugh, but you just like blow air out of your nose.
Yeah.
Like it's not. But
Like you're sitting there completely deadpan, but you're typing LMAO in all caps.
you sit there, and you're just like, like you just blow out your nose. And that's a laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that makes me do. It just makes me blow
This
air.
meme, this meme made my brain release serotonin. LMAO.
Um. Anyway, yeah, I still don't know where I was going, um, with that,
Well,
but there's that
so
information.
Wizard ate a new kind of treat the other day, and he got diarrhea all over the carpet.
Oh,
So yesterday I I spot cleaned my carpet, and I had to get down on my hands and knees, and I scrubbed every little spot because he also walked in it and got it everywhere. So
gotta love
I
puppies.
cleaned it. I cleaned it, and the carpet looked perfect, and it smelled great in the living room. And then he ate his dinner, and he went outside. He pooped outside, and it was a normal poop. And then I opened my laptop, and I played Minecraft with Maria. And maybe 30 minutes later, I smell poop.
Oh God.
And I was like, oh no, you did not. And I look around the corner, and yeah, sure enough, there's a little, there's a little turd. There's a little turd. And he not only pooped in the house again after his diarrhea, he walked in it again and got paw prints, little poo poo paw prints all over the carpet again. And I felt I felt so defeated. I did not even clean it up right away. I looked at it, and
I
I just I just looked at it, and I pursed my lips and kissed my teeth, and then I sat back down and I kept playing Minecraft.
Oh my fucking. You were just done. Just done with life. You're like, you know what? You know what, Wizard? Alright, I guess. I'll just give you a bath later.
I was so done, but yeah, and then this morning I woke up sick. I had to take Dayquil, but then before leaving for work, I got down on the ground and I spot cleaned the carpet again.
Yeah,
But
honestly, at this point, because a lot of times, what Maya does is that, so we have this, plastic pool thing in the backyard. It's a little, it's not even big, it's just a little thing for her to, splash around in the summer. But there's also, random areas where, water will collect, so sometimes she'll just drink that water.
yeah,
And
yeah, Wizard does
yeah,
that too.
and so for some reason, I don't remember why, but the pool was out in the winter, well, when it was all snowy, and so the pool was literally just filled and it was just ice. But now it all melted, so now it's water again, but it's gross water. So it's really heavy and it's all muddy outside, so I poured half of it out, but it's still disgusting outside. I can't lift it and pour it out because it's extremely heavy. So I'm sure that she's just drinking that water and having diarrhea because of it. But
Ew.
I can't lift it and spill it out all at once because it will just flood everything. So I have to do it periodically. Yeah, but honestly, I just kind of I'm giving her chicken and rice. And I just boil rice and I just put it with her normal food. And she eats it up. And then her diarrhea is gone.
Oh, what a good girl.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Um,
next time Wizard has diarrhea, you should give him you don't even have to give him chicken. It's just get boiled rice and obviously make sure it's not boiling hot. But just
yeah.
put it with his kibble, or even if you boil chicken, even cook it with the rice, just put some chicken in there and then just give him the rice with chicken. It should help with diarrhea. Hashtag dog tips for all the dog owners, if y'all didn't know that. Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
I think because I give it to him once and then see how his poop is when he digests it, and if it's still a little runny, you can give him more. But it's obviously not for every day because rice.
Right.
But it just kind of like helps. I don't know why. It just, even like vets say that. They're like, just give him chicken and rice. And I'm like, all right. Like, you the boss. You know more than me. All right. No, but yeah, like, it helps. It definitely helps for sure.
Well, that ends our dog tips segment for today.
Our,
Thanks for tuning in.
our diarrhea problems.
How long have we been talking about poop?
Like, probably like 10 minutes. Sorry, guys.
Anyways, so I woke up sick today, and so that's probably, my voice probably does not sound, I probably sound really nasally today.
Honestly,
and I'm sorry.
you sound fine, girl.
Do I?
Yeah.
Thanks, because my nose is very stuffed up right now.
Yeah, I hate that. That's the worst.
And I cannot breathe.
That's the worst. It's like you take advantage of the times when you could breathe clearly. And then
I know, it's like
and then when you can't, you're just like, damn. I wish I just had
it's
a clear
like
nose.
as soon as you get sick, you can't remember what it's like to not be sick.
I know. Oh my god, you know what the worst is? I don't know if you ever, I'm pretty sure you have, like, I'm pretty sure most people have, but like when you're like laying in bed and like both your like nostrils are like plugged up, like when you lay on like one side, like one of your nostrils will like open and the other one will just be all plugged up, but like the one side that you can like breathe normally in is like the air is so cold because it hasn't like breathed air in so long. So like the air is so cold. I don't know if it's my room or whatever, but like it hurts. Like it actually like hurts my nose and I'm just like, shit. I just want to breathe, but it hurts.
I don't know, I can't relate to that. That's never happened to me. That's weird.
I think it could just be the air that's like in my room, but it's hard to describe. Like it's not like it hurts. Like I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's just kind of like it's so cold because like it's like, oh my god, you know what it's like? Okay, this is the weirdest analogy ever. But like think of it's like summertime and like the air is like normal, and then you go in the pool, and then you get out of the pool, and like once you get out of the water, all of a sudden it's like cold for like 5 minutes, and you're like like it's like a shock, like you're just like so then it's like imagine that like for your nose, like it's like your nose gets like used to like being stuffed up, and then all of a sudden like the passage clears. And the air is just like shocking. Like it's not actually cold, but it's just like like what the fuck.
I'll just say that I believe you.
If that makes any sense at all. The weirdest.
No, it does. But like, I maybe if you had said like, you know, when you get out of a hot shower and you're fucking freezing, like that would have been so much shorter.
Yeah, that's like that, but like in your nose.
Okay.
Like it doesn't make any sense at all. I actually hate myself. It literally doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know. Whatever. Anyway,
do you want to hear about the really weird dream I had the other week?
Yeah,
sure. Okay, so it was a Saturday night, and I'm picking up. This isn't the dream yet. This is leading up to the dream, like getting in bed. So, I'm picking up Wizard to put him on the bed because he's not big enough to get up there by himself. So I bend down to pick him up, and I smacked my head on the bedpost, and I hit my head really hard, and I got dizzy for a second, and I could not walk straight, and then I got in bed as normal, and I fell asleep. But that night, I had a really weird dream, and I don't remember most of it. I tried to recall it later, but basically, so I was in high school again, and I think it's because I was telling somebody that, like, man, if I went back to high school now, like, the way that I am, like, mentally, like, all, like, grown and stuff, I would be so much cooler. Like, post glow up, mentally and physically. I would be so cool in high school right now. So in my dream, I'm in high school and I'm trying to talk to my classmates, and they're just being really mean to me. Like, just treating me like garbage. And I just got really upset, and all of a sudden I really wanted to talk to somebody. And like it was like I just left. I left high school and I just started running to talk to this person who, like, I felt a very strong connection to. And I knew exactly where they were. And so I get there, and I'm basically at this giant concert for Elmo, like Elmo from Sesame Street. And Elmo from Sesame Street is on stage, and there's like thousands of children. We're outdoors. There's like, it's like an outdoors concert, and there's thousands of children like in the audience, like screaming, like, "Yeah, Elmo, I love you!"
Hello.
And and I was like, I gotta get somewhere where Elmo can see me. And I climb up and I stand on this like platform, and Elmo is like talking into the microphone, and he's like, "All right, who wants to come up on stage with me?" And all these kids are like screaming and like waving their hands, and he's like, you, you can come up on stage." I don't know what this voice is. And I'm standing up there and I'm like, "Elmo, it's me. It's Elmo. Hey." Wait, I said that backwards, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, and Elmo starts walking towards me, like through the crowd. The crowd splits like the Red Sea. And he's making his way to me. And as he gets closer, he's getting smaller somehow. And I end up holding this Elmo person. There's a person in an Elmo costume. I'm holding them in my arms, and I'm just sobbing over him. I'm just
Why are you
crying
crying?
so hard. I don't know. I don't know why I'm crying. I was like, "Elmo, I don't want to be here anymore." And Elmo's like, "Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes, and we'll switch. We'll switch back into our bodies." And and so I close my eyes, and I do like a Freaky Friday switch with the person who was in the Elmo costume. And it's me and this, like, I don't know, high school aged girl. And so then I don't know, and then I woke up crying. I woke up and there were tears in my eyes. And I was just really confused. And I think I sent you and Maria and Holly a Snapchat of me with like a very confused look on my face, and I was like, I just woke up crying because I was holding Elmo in my arms and sobbing, and I'm really confused right now. But so I was recalling this dream with my counselor, my mental health counselor.
Oh my god. I don't even want to know what she said. She's probably like, "Girl, what the all kinds of fucked up. I can't help you."
She was laughing so hard, and I told her, because while I'm recalling this with her, I have like a realization. I was like, maybe it was me in the Elmo costume all along. And we started crying. We started crying. And she goes, "I give up. I cannot unpack this. This is way too hard to analyze." I was like, "That's fine. I hit my head really hard. I'm sure that there's no deeper meaning to any of this." But that was my crazy concussion dream.
Nice. Nice. I've had oh man, I think my weirdest and coolest dream was like when I was younger. And it was back when I lived in like a different city. I'm trying to think of how old I was. I was probably like 6 or 7. Like I was really young because I moved out of that city when I was 8. So
Yeah.
I was pretty young, and I don't know how I still remember this like so vividly, but it was a very like realistic dream. So anyway, we like we in our backyard we had like this shed, and then like behind it was like a laneway, because it was like a we couldn't really like park on the street, so you'd like go in the back, and like I don't know, it was really weird, but there was a laneway. um so I was walking, and I go out to the laneway, and there's like, I don't know how to describe this, but it's basically like these like, it's like a imagine like, I don't know, like a square shape, like a cube, but it's like a whole like tube, but like shaped in a square of like water, but it's like there's nothing like holding it in. Like it's just this like square like shape of water that's like leading somewhere. And it's like above the ground, like it's like floating, like it's not like it's, I don't know, it was weird. So I was just like, what the hell is this? So I like put my like hand in, and it like sucks me in, and I like, okay, I turn into a mermaid, okay? I turn into a mermaid, and it takes me, like it takes me to this pool that like I would go to all the time as a kid. It's like an outdoor pool. And so that's where it takes me. But um all of a sudden the pool is like huge. And in the pool there's like a mermaid community. and and like I remember I had this like gold tail, which is weird because green's my favorite color, but like for some reason I was like gold. So I had this like golden tail, and like my hair was like beautiful and like flowy and whatever, and like all like the mermaid people were like coming to me, and they were like, "Oh my god, like our queen, like you came back, like blah blah blah." And they like put a crown on my head, and I was like the queen of the mermaids. And then there was this like really cute like mermaid boy, like merman, I guess. But he had this like silvery like black tail, so it was like the opposite of my tail, which was all like gold. So he was all like silvery and like black or whatever. And he was like this handsome ass like a merman, and he became like my king, and we ruled in the fucking community pool. And I still remember this dream. It was probably the best dream I ever had. This shit was tight. I wish that was my life.
How long ago was this?
Well, I was like 6, and now I'm turning 20. So it was
That's so funny.
a long time ago.
When I was a kid, I think it was like 8 or 9, my mom got really into dream analyzing dream,
Oh yeah.
like meanings.
Yeah.
And so she would be like looking into these dreams that she and my dad were having, and she asked me, like, Marina, are you having any weird dreams you want me to look into the meaning of? Actually, I don't think she said the second part. But I was very observant, so I knew why she was asking. And so she asked if I had had any new dreams lately that I remember, and I told her. I decided in that instant I'm gonna mess with her.
Yeah.
And, I thought she would know right away that I was just messing with her, but she took me seriously. I told her that I had a dream that a monkey a gorilla threw their poop at me. And she immediately like went on the internet and started googling like the meaning of like having a gorilla in your dream and what it means if they throw their poop at you, and like comes back with like this analyzation
Why?
of like why I'm having this dream.
Okay, you know what I want to know? What I want to know is
is why is there already like a meaning that she could look up for like if a gorilla is in your dream and if it throws poop at you, what does that mean? Like how many people have had that dream and have discovered the meaning? Like
I don't know, because that's a thing that monkeys do. They throw poop at you, but I have no idea. I don't know why that, like, my little 8-year-old brain was like, oh yeah, this is funny.
Mom, the gorilla threw poop at me.
Get pranked, Mom.
She got
she
got pwned.
So I'm like 25 now, and a few months ago I remembered I did that to her, and I brought it up to her like, hey, remember when you were really looking into like dream meanings and stuff, and I told you about the monkey throwing poop at me? And she's like, no.
No.
I was like, you don't remember that? She said no, and I told her like I was just messing with you, and she's like, well, I'm sure it was hilarious, Marina. She doesn't remember, and it totally ruined it.
Oh, that reminds me of like this thing that my grandma always tells me, that when I was like, it was when I had first moved into like, well, it's not my old house, but like the new house, like when, you know how I said I had moved out when I was 8, different cities. So it was when we had moved into the new city, and so my other grandmother, Tina, she came to visit and like see the new house and everything. And I remember like I don't know, I was being a little shit, I guess. And she had like smacked me with like the wooden spoon, and I like ran upstairs and I was like, and like from the top of the stairs, I went to her and I was like, this is my house. You can't do that here. And to my own grandmother, like my grandma was like shook. Like she was like, excuse me? If any of you guys know, like having like a Latina like grandma, like if she hit you with a wooden spoon, like she mean business. And I straight up was just like, this is my house. You can't do that here. And my other grandma always tells me that story because she thinks it's so funny. Like to this day, like she's like, you were such a funny child, ha ha ha. And I'm like, I don't even remember that, but I guess I've always been a savage. I don't know.
Yeah, my no, my grandmother and my mom were Indian, and the thing that like Indian moms do is they say that they're gonna slipper you.
Oh yeah.
Where they like, it's basically like how Latina moms take off their chancla.
Yeah, the chancla.
And hit you with it. But
yeah.
But Indian moms will slipper you. Like they're gonna take their slipper off and beat you with it.
Yo, the slipper? Yo, that shit hurts. Don't underestimate the chancla, bro. Bro, that shit hurts.
They literally say, I'm gonna slipper you now.
Oh, it's the worst when it's like, it's like those flip-flops that are like foam. I don't know how to, like, you know what I mean? Those are the worst. Yeah. I don't know why. You get slapped with one of those, bro, that shit stings, man.
I mean, I never got hit. Well, actually, no, my mom hit me with a ruler one time.
That's such a classic, like, like with the ruler.
But it was a very controlled situation where she made me sit down on the edge of my bed and hold out my hands so she could hit my knuckles.
Oh yeah.
But as she was swinging, I pulled my hands away and she hit my thigh instead. Ooh. And I remember that hurt pretty bad, but it really pissed her off.
Yeah, I wasn't really hit a lot as a child either. My mom would just kind of like ground me or like take stuff away. But I know, my grandma still does this. She'll like hit me in the head. Like she'll just sit there and like if I'm saying a stupid joke, like she'll like lightly smack me in the head. Like obviously she's also joking, but like it's in a loving way. But like she'll sit there and she'll be like, "The fuck you doing?" And she'll smack me in the head. But anyway, no, I wasn't really hit a lot as a child.
But
No, I was just threatened.
yeah, my dad though, he definitely like has slapped me in the face before as a kid, like straight up, like
Oh,
in the face. Like he was
I
just like,
got
nah, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna just go cry in my room now.
I got spanked on my butt like once, and the way I cried must have made my parents feel absolutely terrible about themselves, so
Oh
they never did it
no.
again.
Your parents were just like,
um,
oh shit.
yeah. Yeah, they never did it again. But like my nana would say stuff like if I didn't finish all of my rice, she would say that every grain of rice that you waste is going to form a chain and drag you down to hell.
Oh my god. Bro.
And that's just a thing that Indian grandmas say, I guess. I don't
That's
know.
so funny. Like I wanna tell my future children that everything you don't eat is just gonna come back and drag you to hell.
That's not how it works. But
Oh.
well, she also had dementia. I was just talking about it with somebody else. So like New Year's of '99, I was 6, and my parents left me with Nana for the night, and I don't think we knew she had dementia yet. Or she had a brain tumor, one of those at that point. And oh, no, 9/11 hadn't even happened yet, so she
No.
wasn't all hung up on that. But, and that one really messed her up. But, it's 99 and everyone thinks the world is gonna end at the turn of the century. And she reminded me several times throughout the night, and it scared the shit out of me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Anyways.
sorry, I was on Twitter and I just like so from earlier, Shane Dawson, he just posted
Oh.
a photo of him proposing to what is his name? Rylan. And they're getting married. They got engaged.
Oh,
Yup.
that's crazy.
That literally happened 8 minutes
weird.
ago. This is the live updates from Twitter.
That's interesting timing on his part. Like he literally just posted yesterday. No, it was 2 days ago, I guess, at this point.
I did not fuck my cat.
That he didn't fuck his cat, and now he's proposing to Rylan.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like if it just happened now when he just posted it, or if he was waiting to post it and he just wants to like take attention away.
He was probably about to post it, and then the stuff about his cat came up, and he was like, "Shit."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be either or. You know what?
Well, not to change the subject abruptly, but before I forget, me and Holly, we did a couple of shout outs the first time we recorded this episode. So I just wanted to redo them real quick. So we first shouted out Aiden's cat Midnight.
Nice.
And
shout out Midnight.
Shout out Midnight. I love getting Snapchats of Aiden's cat Midnight. Makes my whole day. And then who else did I? Oh, and then I gave a shout out to Senem. Because I promised her I would mention her on the podcast.
Shout out Senem.
And shout out Senem, who has been bullying me in Minecraft for the last 3 days.
Shout out Senem the bully.
Shout out Senem the straight up bully.
Shout out for making me cry tonight. Just kidding, Senem, I love you. You didn't even make me cry.
So we started a Minecraft realm, and everyone's like, okay, let's build our houses. And I'm like, okay. and like Maria, Senum, and Alex all like picked where they were gonna build their houses like immediately, and I did not know where to build mine. And they were like, just wherever you want, Marina. I always call myself Marina. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, what if I build it in the water? And Senum goes,
Hello.
Okay. So I start building my house on this little sand dune, and I put down my foundation, and I'm planning out like the shape of my house, but not really, because I just made it the shape of like whatever the sand dune was in the first place, and like with no rhyme or reason, it's just shape. And then I asked Sen, I'm like, how's your house coming? She's like, oh, it's going pretty good. And I fly over to her, and her house is pretty much done. It's been like 10 minutes. And
This girl said,
I was
yo,
like-
said I'm high key a Minecraft pro.
I was like, how the heck did you do this so fast? And she just giggled like, hee hee. And I was like, well, I'm feeling insecure about the progress I've made, so I'm gonna go finish my house. Please don't follow me. Please don't come look at it yet. And she followed me anyways, and I straight up got clowned on for the brick that I chose, the shape of the house, that's all I've done so far. And I was like, Son, I've never played Minecraft before. And then just the next like 3 hours was just me being just straight clowned the whole time. And it still hasn't stopped. It's been 3 days and it has not stopped.
Listen.
Today
I'm pressing
today
F
I
for
got
you right
on.
now.
Today I got on and she's like, come here, I want to show you something. And I go to her and she's like, stand right here. I was like, okay. And she's like, look at me. I said, okay. So I pointed my little character at her. It's point of view, so I'm really just I have her face on my screen. And she's like, okay, don't move. And I was like, okay. And I'm like expecting her to show me something like really cool on Minecraft or something. And I look around and she has surrounded me in lava. She just put lava all around me. I was like, oh, there's lava here. Oh, I'm on fire. And
then you died.
she's like, no, because we're in creative mode, so I didn't die. But and she goes, haha, I get pranked. I was like, why would you do this?
Yo, Senem just pwned you, bro. I want to bring it
She
back.
totally pwned me, man.
Can we bring back pwned, please?
Mm,
Actually, don't.
I mean-
Can we not bring it back? But, like, can we bring it back as a meme?
okay. I'll say it with you ironically.
Yeah. It's just a little joke. Just a little irony up here. Yo, man.
Yeah.
I fucking pwned this dude the other day. Oh man, I actually hate that. Why did
What
anyone
the-
say that? Like who?
You what?
Like who? Okay, first it was like owned, which like made sense because it was just like okay, kind
Yeah.
of like it made sense. It was like a slang. But then like where did pwned come from? Like what is pwned?
I don't know, but that's like some ultimate ponage right
Oh
there.
my god, I haven't heard that since like 2010. Like.
If you ever used the XD face, you definitely used the word pone.
Oh yeah, 100,000,000%.
And if you still use the XD face and you've said pone in the last 5 years, you're a fucking nerd.
I guess I'm a nerd. I just said pwned like 6 times.
I'm trying to think, what else did Holly and I say in the podcast before when we first recorded it? Oh, we were talking about how supposedly she and I have gotten this reputation for being really good at roasting.
Oh.
And I don't deserve it at all. And so she said that she doesn't deserve it either. Because I don't really think that we are. We're not like Cody and Noelle good at roasting at all. And then I said, shout out Troy on the TNG server. he looks like he would ask me if I've got any games on my phone. And that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to Joseph, our one and only patron, our first patron. He's out here. He is faithful to us. Okay, we love you, Joseph. You are the best. If you guys want to,
We do love you, Joseph.
If you guys want to subscribe to our Patreon and get into our Discord and be like Joseph, like, sound off. I don't know. Like, go to the description on YouTube, go on our Twitter, get that Patreon link, and subscribe because we are the best.
I wish we had a soundboard so I could play like an air horn noise, like wah, 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 wah. we got a new Patreon subscriber. Wah, 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 wah.
Anyway, guys, please, if you're listening on Spotify, please go to our YouTube and subscribe. It is Titty Gang Podcast, so it's not that hard to find. I'm pretty sure we're the only ones.
Yeah,
so please,
it's patreon.com/tittygangpodcast. We are on Patreon and we are on YouTube, which is probably where you're listening to this, or on Spotify. But if you contribute, then we would be forever grateful, and you get some pretty neat benefits.
Yes. What are our goals? Let's say our goals for the new listeners.
Yeah, the first goal we want to reach is $100, and that will be rewarded by letting you vote for our first official guest on our podcast.
Yes, that is our first goal.
Yeah, I mean, your choices are pretty limited to, people we're friends with. But like there will be a legitimate like poll posted on our Patreon page for you to vote on. So
yeah, our next goal is making a drunk episode. So y'all better get on that, because I want to be drunk and make a podcast episode. So I mean, if y'all want to see us drinking that dumb bitch juice, then please subscribe to our you can't see me right now, but I'm literally just like holding up peace signs like, yo, please subscribe.
The only thing about the drunk episode is that we would have to record on a day other than the day we usually record on, because I usually wake up early and go to work on Mondays, and we record on Sundays. So plus we usually record like at noon for me. So
yo,
that's gonna be a rough day.
It's never too early. Okay? I'm just kidding. There's definitely an early. It's definitely too early, guys.
We're gonna get drunk at 11 a.m. Maria's time.
Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully we can get our shit in order and go back to our regular scheduling. But for now, thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed our episode.
Thanks for listening. Love you.